I think I may have just forced myself into success. About a month ago, I started this little habit where anytime I didn't want to do something, I basically forced myself to do twice as much. So, as a couple examples, just like even something as simple as if I'm done eating and I'm gonna take my fork and set it in the sink without cleaning it, if I think, oh, I don't want to clean this fork because you know how it is. Like sometimes you've worked a long shift, you've hit the gym, you've done extra shit outside of work and gym, and you are exhausted. And that fork seems so miserable to sit there and clean for 15 seconds. So you throw it in the side of the sink and leave it. Okay, so what I do now is if I think that and I decide that I might just set that fork in there, I gotta clean 2 dishes now or 3 dishes. So I gotta do twice as much because I decided to allow my mind to think that it could be lazy, or my body, my mind, you know what I'm saying. So another example would be I wake up in the morning and I go on a run 6 days a week. If I wake up in the morning and I think, oh, I don't want to do my run, guess what, buddy? You're running longer than you thought you were going to because your mind thought it could get away with laziness and weakness. And let me tell you, a month later, it is weird how things manifest themselves because better jobs, smarter investments, better dietary choices, better gains in the gym, everything falls into place just from holding myself accountable. Crazy to think about, but when we talk about manifestation, it's seemingly true right now for me, just because I'm holding myself accountable. Not to mention that there's a verse from the Quran, and I do not speak Arabic, so I apologize for absolutely butchering this. You can comment on how to say it correctly, but the verse goes, فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا, some shit like that. But it is absolutely beautiful, and the translation is, with hardship comes ease. So the more hardship I can put myself through, the easier life becomes. I think that's like the epitome of where we are at as a society, is we're just trying to run to escape any hardship, and we're met with mental illness, we're met with chronic health illness due to dietary choices. We're met with financial instability and depravity. Like, we are so just destroyed as a society because we're running from hardship. So if I chase it, I don't have to chase success. I just have to chase accountability and not being lazy, and success finds me. It's like the law of attraction on crack. You know, we all hear these like sayings and these things that people say over time, these cliche phrases, believe in yourself, like all these things, and it's incredibly insane how true they are. But you kind of have to just hold the conviction and believe in it for it to come true, is what I've learned. But they do work. So I forced myself into success by just simply not allowing myself to be lazy. And guess what? My brain now knows if it wants to be lazy, it's going to work twice as hard, and that's how the world works anyways. It's just sometimes the time frame is delayed, and you end up working twice as hard or 10 times as hard just to overcome the setback you created yourself by being lazy. And it's a tough thing to know, to learn. It is not easy. I understand, and I still will go through it. I'm still not nearly to the success I need to be. I am generations away, miles and miles and miles away from where I need to be. But I'm closer. I'm much more successful today than I was yesterday, and a month ago, and a year ago for sure. And it's through embracing hardship, running towards it. We aren't helped by running away from our problems. We're helped by attacking them head on. And I think mental illness in particular is completely aligned with that statement. So much of our mental illnesses we could completely eliminate by just attacking our hardship head on and embracing the reward instead of running from it and, being submissive to the side effects. If you are willing to attack the hardships, give what I said a try do it for a week even. You don't got to do it for a month. Every time you don't want to do something, do twice as much. Double. You really want to go at it, do 3 times as much. See how fast you can retrain your brain. Because the changes will happen and you will reap the benefits. Trust me, there is no question about it. You will become a better person and you'll start to see where your life can head. Remember, I was an incredibly obese drug addict just a few years ago. Today, I am not that, and I am chasing my dreams, and you know what? They aren't even dreams, they're goals, because I will reach them, because I won't stop, and every time I feel undetermined, and I feel like I'm going to fail, I'll do twice as much, and I will reach that success. You can too.